Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso, and I'm here at a park with Preacher and Midnight. I decided not to bring the rest of the gang today. I just needed an easy day. It has been a rough morning, rough night, and I just wanted to kind of take it easy today. And both Preacher and Midnight are both pretty easy dogs, so they're both very in tune with me, and they usually make a habit of doing the right thing, so they're not as much work as like Velocity, you know what I mean? So lately I haven't been able to make the kind of content that I want to make. I haven't been able to post as often as I want to post because it's been very difficult to try to manage my time in a way that I can do that. And so, for example, I work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Then I have my dogs, and then I have a daughter, and I've been filling up every bit of that time with calling people who have submitted applications and interviewing people and trying to make content and doing my regular job, and then of course answering people's questions about training. And it has gotten to the point where I've realized that I can't do it all. I just can't do everything that I'm doing. On top of that, it has really highlighted some things in my life that I had just kind of ignored, and they probably would have been fine had there not been any increased stress on my life. But with me needing to get every minute out of every day of productivity, anything that gets in the way of that productivity becomes very obvious, right? I mean, if you are trying to succeed in life, if you're trying to make something of yourself that's more than just, going to work every day, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their own drives and everything, and that's what I've been doing, but I have an opportunity now to do something more, and I don't want to take that opportunity for granted and not make the most of it. I don't want to get old and question whether I gave my life everything I had. I don't want to have regrets. So I want to give this everything that I've got. And unfortunately, that hasn't been possible. When you start to change your life and start to make progress in your life, the people around you will either help to make you stronger and help you in your pursuit of your goals, or they'll get jealous and either sabotage you or get in the way. And people who do that have to be removed from your life if you're going to succeed. And that's a decision that I don't take lightly. But I'm also not the type of person to keep repeating the same mistakes. So when I realize that something either needs to change or something needs to be done, and I know that that's the correct path to take, that that's the only path to take, then I'm pretty good at making those kinds of executive decisions. And unfortunately, that included the ending of my relationship with Alex. I don't really want to go into detail about it, but all I can say is that there are other people that noticed on this channel that don't even know Alex and I personally. And Maddie, you made a comment, pretty long post, analyzing the potential issues between Alex and I, and you were right on the spot, right on the money. Very observant. And it has gotten to that point. At a certain point with people, they either lift you up or they try to tear you down. And I can't be in a situation where somebody's going to be actively trying to make my life harder and make success more difficult for me to achieve. It just doesn't work, you know. I need somebody that's going to be there to help me so that we can build an empire together, so that we can, you know, that meme, or not meme, but I always love that one of, I'm a boss looking for another boss to build an empire together, whatever it is. That's me. I'm a hard worker. I love businesses, business management. Like I come from a family of entrepreneurs, you know. We all help each other, you know, and you know, you just can't be with people who aren't going to help you, who are going to make your life harder. So that's all I'm going to say about that. It's probably too much, but sometimes I'm a little too honest. But it is what it is. We're good friends. We've always been friends. Our mistake was probably trying to make it more than that. So that's why I haven't been posting as much. It's just things happen, you know, when big things happen in your life and things start to change, you know, the people that are with you, they can either come along with you or they can't. And that has a lot to do with how they act and you know, what they you know, what they do in your life. And it really comes down to, you know, sheer productivity numbers for me, right? It's a productivity issue. I need to be as productive as possible, and I need someone who's going to help me, or at least not get in the way, one or the other, and not try to bring me down or sabotage or whatever. And unfortunately, it wasn't going to happen. So it's sad. But unfortunately, honestly, it's been a long time coming. We're the kind of couple that fights all the time, you know what I mean? Like, annoys people because we fight so much. So, you know, it just is what it is. Like I said, I probably said too much. I'm not the type to put my personal information out there, but I'm the type of person who likes people to understand why I do things, so that they don't make assumptions. So anyway, there it is. It's been tough, but that's the way it is now, and hopefully making this kind of decision will allow me to be more productive and allow me to do more for this channel. To be able to not be so stressed out that whenever I get an email from somebody with a question that I don't just feel so overwhelmed that I can't even answer the questions, you know, or emotionally exhausted that I can't answer the questions. It's just, that's not who I want to be. I started this channel to help people, to help people with this breed and to help people with all their dogs. And I can't do that the way things are going currently. And I have to make a choice as to what's important to me and what value things bring to my life. And these are hard decisions, but these are decisions that have to be made. And they're not decisions that I even feel like, it's just, you know, you either choose to help row the boat or you choose to sit there. And if you're going to choose to sit there, don't get mad when you get thrown out of the boat. You know, that's just the way it is. Because I'll throw your butt out of the boat in a heartbeat. So, you know, if I'm going to be rowing up here and rowing as hard as I can, you better well be rowing as well. Because nobody gets a free ride. So, like I said, it is what it is. It sucks, but that's the way life is. So, we're good friends. We'll stay in touch. You know, we met as roommates. We may even we'll probably just stay that way as roommates. Like I said, we've always been good friends. The problem was trying to make it more than that. So I'm sure we'll always be good friends. But it's not, that's it, you know. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Like I said, it's just been really tough, man. I've had a massive migraine trying to figure out all this stuff out. I've got so much stuff going on. On one end, I'm really happy. I've got a lot of really amazing things going on in my life. Progress that I thought I would never have. And yet, I've also got some horrible things going on. So, I'm just trying to keep my head down, weather the storm, and try to make it. And, you know, trust that that this is all going to work itself out. But I'm going to do what I believe that I should be doing, which is helping people with dogs. You know, my parents and I laugh about this because when I was a kid, I told you guys I was always the kind of kid that preferred animals over people, always. When I was a kid, I was out hanging with my dogs, or we had cats, outside cats too, and I just used to watch them. And what's funny is I used to tell my parents, I used to sit there and talk to them and tell them what was going on, kind of like an animal documentary. I would describe what the animals were doing, and they used to laugh about it and joke. It was like a family joke about how I would interpret all the animals' behaviors. And now I do a lot of that right now. That's a lot of what I do. And I am doing it on YouTube for other people. And I think it's funny that it's something that I just was born with, something I've always kind of had, is now giving my life purpose. I am happier now than I've ever been. I cannot let go of that. I'm helping people. I have seen the results. I've seen people in person working with their dogs. I've had people email me and tell me that the stuff I've told them has worked and that they're making better progress with their dogs. I'm not going to give that up. I'm helping. And I don't see anything better that you can do in the world than help make it a better place. Especially doing something you love. So I have to keep doing this. I have to keep pursuing this. I feel as though I am fulfilling my purpose, and that is of the utmost importance to me right now. And it is my promise to you guys that I'm going to do everything in my power to keep doing this and to get better at it and to find new and updated ways of helping people, because that is my goal. So bear with me in this time of you know, sporadic uploads, and maybe not the most chipper as I would normally be, but I'll come back around, I promise. It'll take me a little bit to deal with all of this and to get back into a rhythm, but I always do. Like I said, I haven't told you guys my life story. Maybe one day I will, but I've already been through HE, double hockey sticks and back, so this is just another thing for me to get through, and I will. And there it is. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I've got to get back to work. My boss was really, really nice and let me actually take off to go do this video because she knew how stressed I was, and she knew that some things had happened that had prevented me from being able to make video recently, and she was empathizing with me and let me come do this because she knows how important it is to me, and she knows what happened and why I wasn't able to, which is a big part of why I made that announcement earlier. It's one small little Lego in a huge pile of Legos. You know what I mean? It's the straw that broke the camel's back. Anyway, so I hope this wasn't too down for you guys. Like I said, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming soon enough. But there's a little update. And I hope you guys are really having a good week. You know, everything else is still moving forward. Everything else is still good. And so, you know, just try to look at the positive and move forward, right? So anyway, y'all have a good day, and I will talk at you later, okay? Bye.